Second lash. Oof, steady. Second last clash on the card tonight. And my word, what a night it's been. And I have a feeling this one is going to produce just as much fireworks and power.
Look, Neil, Ian.
Bobby Kuzajuice stepping up to the top. He probably knows that every Robotus out there is the best in the game when it comes to coin tossing, and he wants a piece of it.
Yes,
it's not over yet.
Last week, Brimbank disappointed. 13 flashing test.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous. Uncharacteristic of this Brimbank side. They've been competitive all season. But last week they put in a bad performance. Occasionally they throw in a bad performance. And they threw on a few weeks ago against Brand too. So I'm sure they'll bounce back tonight. Well, because they got Aiden Alicevic back.
And they were missing Alicevic and they were missing Carriage, of course, from that game. And how much of a big difference did it make?
Yes, Aiden Alicevic, a deadly striker, usually contributes to the team with a hat-trick or more.
The funny thing, Statman, they're facing Essendon this Friday night in Cup action and they absolutely got walloped by him.
So hopefully they can reverse the tables on them.
Balwyn, what a victory last week against Ashburton.
Yes, come back.
That Warning, just in absolute scintillating form, to say the least.
So Zilic too.
Yes. The 2-week specialist has turned into just the specialist, yes.
Alicevic with a strike already, Neil! Alicevic is on the board already! How much they miss this man when he's playing. They are a better side, Neil.
Statman, we hadn't even organised whose lattes, who's up here in the commentary box. And look at this. How can you give him that kind of space on that left foot of his?
He'll punish you 9 out of 10.
Matteo Bede's a frother. We know he's up there in the tipping competition. It shows how well he knows the team is out there. He should have warned his lads, just do not let that left foot of Alicevic get hold of that beautiful Nike teamwear ball. Zilic battling through. It's going to be quite a battle tonight for the Brimbank defenders to contain Zilic.
Well, they definitely need the 3 points tonight, Brimbank, to stay in touch with the top 8 and not play qualifiers for once in their life. Play Cup action, Neil. I know they're involved in the League Cup, but I'm saying Futsalroos Cup.
So we'd love to see it, wouldn't we, Statty? It's Zilic, though. Right foot of Zilic. Kuzachu stands his ground. Got some new gloves on Kuzachu. Statman.
Yeah, some new gloves. I don't think he was wearing the gloves last week, so he goes, I better put the gloves on, make a difference for me tonight.
Backing up Michael Charmy, the other goalkeeper to wear the
gloves. And Keeps, Con Macris wears the gloves too.
Keeps, yes. Zilic battling out there, and is that Carriage back there? Just stands his ground, knows that Zilic is going to find a way to put it in. That's all you can really do with Zilic, isn't it, Stan, man? Just backtrack. And, because, I mean, if you approach him, he's capable of taking on any defender.
Alicevic!
He's beaten 2 of the Sarich brothers.
Oh, he's come back with a bang after missing last week. Gets the first 2 of Brimbank and the first 2 goals of the match, too.
Was it a lack of communication out here towards Tony Sarich?
No, Alicevic just went behind him and pinched it nicely. I don't
someone's got to tell him.
No awareness there by big Tony Sarich.
They've got to let him know, just clear it, send it out of there. 2-on-1 situation in defence, just wallop it.
Aren't they much better side with Alicevic and Carriage back tonight?
There's no doubt about it, Stammy. A completely different team and a 2-goal lead.
There he goes again! Oh my Lord,
lay it!
Oh! Trade Alicevic with a hat-trick already! What a difference he makes to this Brimbank side! What are they missing, Neil, besides another... do you reckon they require another player, or the squad they've got can compete with the top 4 or 5 sides? Which they have most of the season, except for probably 3 slip-ups where they lost heavily to Paran twice and tested them last week. What do they need to stay in the league, to stay in the cup, should I say?
Consistency. So players here every week, which have somewhat done towards... Not again!
Alicevic again. Somebody's just got to get on him.
Oh, well, Balwyn just absolutely rattled to this point. Marky Sarich.
Side netting.
That combo is going to have to fire up the Mark Sarich-Zilic combination.
Oh no, that's got through. He's got that Zilic, Ivan Zilic. Gets one back for Balwyn.
Probably the most likely suspect to get one back for Balwyn. A nice inside checked run there.
Well, bad marking, really. Somebody should have blocked that, really. You should not be conceding goals in the corners.
Perhaps this Brimbank side is too much of a mixture of out-and-out strikers and out-and-out defenders, that man. Maybe that's the case. Masonovic is one of them.
Nah, Mehmeti tonight, Neil. You know the whereabouts of him?
Well, that's the thing, Statman. He's the link, isn't he, between defence and attack?
Yes.
There's Masonovic there with an early card.
Oh, that's his sixth. That's his sixth. Then he'll be missing next week. That's his sixth.
I believe that's his second to 9. Rabos dropped the red card. He's going to pick it up and show it to him in 2 seconds. If he can get it off the ground, must be a heavy one.
Well, that's
either way, it's red.
Well, that's 2 weeks for Aaron Masonovic now.
Does it go up to 2 weeks?
Yes, it goes up to 2 weeks. He gets a week for the 6 yellow cards.
Did he just slip here, Statman? No, that was a tackle.
No, that was a tackle. Nah, correct decision by
And the thing is, poor old Tony Saric one time didn't even get a red card for a tackle.
Oh, what a save by Kuzicu. Nah, definitely correct decision.
Remember, Tony Saric got a week ban and he wasn't even red carded.
That was dangerous, Bob.
That's dangerous.
It's dangerous. Yes, correct decision.
Zad Warney on the pitch now, and well, Statman, from a 3-goal lead, they're down to 3 men out there.
Now Brimbank can punish.
And
without
the firepower, Zilic they're missing in front, but they're without the firepower now, Masonovic.
But they have Alicevic still out there now.
He's already got 3 for the night, Statman. He's capable of scoring a few more.
Mark Borchard on the pitch now, Neil.
Zilic, look at this play.
Great play by Balwyn. Patience.
You see how he just placed it into the path there? Oh, Zilic, he's causing headaches.
He's got Mark Saric on the back post and almost got it to him.
Here's what this Balwyn side has done so well over the season, Statman. If it was the start of the season, Zilic would have passed that across goals, no one would have been home, Zilic would have flipped it.
That's
now
right.
there's always someone there.
They've adapted the Melbourne tactic and the Tesco tactic. Get to the
and the Metropolitan tactic.
And the Metropolitan tactic.
Kuzicu, a long throw forward, completely unmarked. He's Mark Borchard up there. Frano now, lovely throw to the thieves. Zilic, he's going to go solo. Zilic.
Got away from the Neil.
Really doesn't get away from him. Those legs will catch up to any ball. Look at that, just minced up the Brimbank defence.
Sliced him in half, didn't he, Neil?
Oh, beautiful. Mark Saric, side ball. Zad Warney.
Carriage done well there for this intercept.
Borchard didn't quite read it well enough. Went back to Frano. Zad Warney. Oh, look how confident he is on the ball. Oh!
What a great pass to Zilic, and Kuzicu was there to stop that.
Statman, ridiculous ball there, and what was Zilic doing being left unmarked?
And Kuzicu with another great save and a great stop by brother Mark Saric.
And at this point, well, they're not careful, Brimbank. They're going to have that 2-goal lead slip away to nothing before half-time. Cabs isn't even there out there today. Any reason why, Statman?
Cabs, because he's got enough players.
He's not managing.
He is managing, Neil.
Is he? I can recognise him, that beautiful Nike teamwear gear down there, Statman. Looks very professional.
Sure does, Neil.
Alicevic. Given away. Tony Saric. Zad Warney. I mean, well, you can see the confidence of Zad Warney trying his luck from out there. Mehdi. Cops a push, 2 pushes in the back.
Mehdi is here.
We've lost the plot up here.
Yeah, I have.
The night of hardcore froth's gone to us.
It was just surprising that he started on the bench tonight. We must have been running late.
He's had the Kuzicu tactic of running 5 minutes late.
Oh, great strike by Mehdi and a great save by Fernando De Moraes.
Lovely curling effort. I believe it was Vasilevsky. No, Kausevic who scored one in the cup a few weeks ago. That was a stunning free kick.
Oh, that's a foul. That's a bad
yellow
card. Got to definitely be a yellow card to Kausevic.
No. Well, Statman, if it's a tackle on a player, it has to be a card. There's one foul. That's a second. He did trail his legs behind Tony Saric, but Zad Warney. Mehdi. Just lay it. Just lay it on.
You got Vasilevsky foot.
Oh, too late, Statman. See, Frano had a chance to come out and block the angle.
He did. Left it too late, didn't he?
Chiefy.
Froth.
Big time Froth!
Oh, what a strike by Captain Courageous, Tony and Mary. Doesn't usually strike it often, but he striked it then, didn't he? They're missing Bodo tonight. Strike it, Benny.
Hit it, Benny.
Yes.
Strike it. Kalsovic trying to work it out now with Vasilevsky. That's good defensive play. Do you know what I mean? Those Statman, they hit a dead end. It's a Meti though.
Oh, well done.
And that's pretty much a clean tackle. That is just about as far as you can push it, isn't it, Statman, in terms of slide tackling here.
What a great strike there, boy. Was it by Mark Savage?
Imeri.
Courageous. Courageous.
Meti. Kalsovic. Meti. You've got the lead ball when Statman. It hasn't seemed like it in the
Context of the game.
second half of this first half. That is half time. We'd be rather happy with that, wouldn't they, Statman?
Brimbank definitely. They definitely need the points to stay in touch with the top 8 nil.
Is Balwyn becoming the new comeback kit after last week? With a few great performances coming back. That stunning white
90 team league gear, yes.
Which one's
The
your
comeback
favourite?
kings.
Which one's your favourite?
They're all my favourites.
We'll talk about kits.
They're all my favourites. Alasevic now, dangerous nil. Alasevic has done it again, Neil. That is 4 to the golden boy.
Statman.
He has become the golden boy.
If you were Matty OB, what would you be thinking? Second half's kicked off, but he's just tried to pump up the boys to come out and win this one.
Just go with Alasevic. Don't give him any space now. Sacrifice your game. Don't get a kick. Make sure he doesn't get a kick. Isn't that how it's played, Neil?
Pretty much, because Brimbank, I mean, where have most of the goals come from?
Alasevic, 4 already. It's 4-1 and 4 to Alasevic. Since he's quietened down and played his game, he's become a much better player than Alasevic.
Zilic.
Gets one back for ball 1.
Statue of Liberty. Pops up.
Won't be giving us a finger up now. Was it behind? The statue won't be coming up until they get in front of him.
It was just a little statue.
With that famous salute of Ivan Zilic.
It was like a little souvenir one you'd bring back. Your grandma brings back up coming from New York.
How many goals have you seen when he's falling to the floor, Neil?
Pretty much over 50%. It's effective.
Very effective.
Milicevic.
Away.
Zadwani. Zilic. Mark Saric is out wide. Mark Saric finishes. Statman, this Balwyn side. Whew. What a performance they put on against North Melbourne. What a performance last week against Ashburn. And if they can come back here in the second half, Statman, you've got to feel that they've got the makings of a really solid side here.
Definitely.
Perhaps title contenders next season.
Yes, I agree with you. They can push any team. As we've seen last week in the League Cup, first leg of the League Cup, they pushed North Melbourne to the brink.
They're capable of pushing those teams. It's just a matter if they can get a result.
I think it's a confidence with ball when playing against the top team. Sometimes they tend to falter.
What on earth happened to them the other night, Staddy, when they had no subs?
Big effort. Without Ivan Zilic too. Mark Saric getting ready for this. Lovely ball to Zilic. Great save by Kuzic.
What a save by Kuzic. That was a great set piece.
I'll tell you something, I don't think he knew much about it either. Just got himself in the right position.
Go with the, don't you, Staddy, sometimes, an instinct of the goalkeeper. And that's what makes great goalkeepers, isn't it?
And Kuzic again. He's had an up and down season, Mohamed Kuzic, I reckon, Neil.
Yeah, well...
Last week was very ordinary, tonight he's very good.
You could say the same about the whole Brimbank side.
Yes, but that's a good keeper's got to be consistent every week in the VLP. Because they are very important, the keepers in the VLP. Mate Kuzic was very ordinary last night. But tonight he's shaped up and he's had a very good game thus far.
So, man, I think the cohesion with this Brimbank team just isn't there between goalkeeper and team. As you see at the moment, look at Kuzic, look, it's all right to yell at your defenders. Sometimes the wheels fall off. You know what I mean, Statman? Sometimes it just needs a service, and what Kuzic does is he strips the wheels and goes and sells them.
So you say they're going to be calm out there, calm.
All right, look, your team goes, even if you go 3 or 4 goals down, you still put on the line. Defenders, goalkeepers.
You don't panic.
You battle, you don't panic, because then next week, at the other end, Borchi's rattling the goals, and there's goal scoring opportunities left, right, and centre here.
It's good to see Brimbank bounce back after last week's demoralising them. 13-2. And they're really taking up the ball tonight. Currently, they're a goal in front. Vasilevsky. Mark's out. Tony, better be careful here.
Just trying to see it out. Mateo Bede seems pretty comfortable. He's in a not crouching stat man. Yep. There he's back to the crouch. Oh, no, he's cursed.
Mark Fortune. Yes, Mark Fortune gets one back. Gets another one from Brimbank and he goes off to the bench.
Oh, unlucky there, through the legs.
5-3 now, Brimbank.
And Mark Sarich, well, he was complaining about something out there, Mark.
These cats with the nice Brimbank polo, the Nike one.
That's why I didn't recognise him earlier, Statman.
Done a wonderful job with this Brimbank side for many seasons. They've been up and down. This is probably six seasons in charge of Brimbank. Look, 3 in the V League, 3 in the State League.
Cohesion or not, that's a great effort to get back up in the V-League! Zadwarny just wide. How do you, between him and Zilic running at defender, stat man, you really wouldn't want to be out there, would you?
Very tricky, Zilic and Radwarny.
Here is Radwarny. And I think that's him calling on the phone to say it's pronounced Zadwarny, stat man.
Yes.
A clearance now. Well, Brimbank just wanting to get out of here. You don't blame him at this point, Statman.
Oh, they need their 3 points. You've got to hang on, Neil.
On the other hand, there isn't much at stake for Balwyn, but that doesn't mean that they're going to take this one lightly.
Are they going to do what they done last week, come back from behind and win again, Neil, like they done to Ashburton?
The thing about them, they never stop, Statman. They're like the T1000. You knock them down, they just morph into a different creature and come back at you.
Yes, Neil, that's correct, mate.
You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you, Statman?
Yeah, but I agree, you know, it's like...
This is the... Brimbank going to get rattled now. This is a true test, Statman.
It is a true test of character.
Because if they can't stop from getting rattled, there's no point in staying in the V-League. You've got to be able to get rattled, Statman.
That's exactly right, Neil.
Zadwarny's capable of rattling.
So is Zilic.
So's Tony. Hasn't scored as many lately. He was important in the first half of the season.
But this man can score.
Oh, he's getting onto it. He's getting... No, he isn't. Tony Sarich has his number.
To Mark, brother. Mark Sarich is going to finish a great side, Kuzachu.
Well, Kuzachu, as we say, it doesn't matter how you keep it out. Just keep it out. And look where it comes off Kuzachu here. Right off the rear end. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Bit extra padding back there, no worries. Ameti straight into a defensive position. He'll string forward.
Mary now there. Radwarny, great save, Kuzachu.
Wow.
Again, Neil.
Hats off to Kuzachu tonight.
Top game after last week's disappointing game.
He's kept this lead for Brimbank.
It's been a Kuzachu Alasevi show, would you say?
Oh, at this point, yes.
Poor pass there by Kuzachu. Could he get punished? No.
Oh, they're both down on front.
Oh, it's courageous. Slipping off front. Oh, and who gets it? Captain Courageous, Tony Embry. Oh, Neil. A ball going to pinch us again like they pinched it last week.
Statman, earlier tonight we said slippery when froth. And I mean, you see there, Emery, he goes down on it, but is the only sole survivor here. That just shows how much of a hardcore frother he is. That is smart footballing there, Statman.
Back on level terms, Balwyn.
Oh, well, this is a true test now for Brimbank. We're saying it. Oh, what a way to bounce back!
What a great pass by Ameti. Did he mean that to the back post? Because Fikra Kausic was there to put it away, Neil.
He just got in the mixer. It doesn't matter. It was a superb effort. Great stuff by Brimbank.
I think Ameti meant that. He knew somebody was going to be at the back post and he went across goal.
And I mean, we've been a little bit critical of Brimbank, and the thing is, when they had that League Cup game against Mickleham, they copped a few silly goals and they bounced back straight away from the kickoff. So, well, Brimbank, in one way, they've been disappointing tonight, but in another, they deserve it because the bounce back. Oh, and look at this play!
Oh, didn't control it there.
All he had to do was get it back to Alasevic. It's Ameti though, lays it. Alasevic can't quite bring it in. Zilic, out wide, through ball back.
Well done, Kuzachu, quickly off his line and slides out and the ball goes out. Time disrupted perfection there, mate, Kuzachu.
Still got more to deal with. It's Tony battling through. Brimbank lads back in numbers. He married to Zilic, trying to get on that left foot. Just a little too much. Sevic.
Poor pass.
Zilic.
Zilic has put ball back on level term after a poor pass by Alasevic there, Neil.
And is officially Statue of Liberty time.
If he gets one more, it will be.
Oh, that'd be ridiculous, stat man. He'll put 2 hands up in the air.
Got to give credit to Balwyn. They never die, do they? They've got this never die attitude, Neil.
It's just great, isn't it, Statty?
It's great. They're a great team. They're a close-knit team. Well managed by Matty O'Beatty.
I remember even when they went down one time to Pascoe Vale, the way they played Statman as if it was a cup final in the second half.
Yeah,
so 5 goals down.
I remember that. They were about 6-7 goals down, and they won the second half.
They just kept battling Statman.
And they battled again, and they got a point out of it.
Grinded
Well
out.
done to both teams. Brimbank again, I've got to say it, boys. Probably 2 points they got away from you. And it's been happening for a number of seasons in the
I'm here with
V-League.
Matt O'Beid, manager of the Balwyn Futsal Club. Matty, good draw tonight. You got out of jail. What are your thoughts on the game?
To be totally honest with you, I actually thought we got very lucky to get the draw. They came at us hard. I spoke to the boys before the game, and I told them the way they played against us last time, they were going to press. They pressed against us again tonight. I don't know if we just took it a little bit easy at the start. We gave them 3 quick goals, and we had a lot of chances in the second half, but still, I still think they deserve to get the win. The boys, like always, ball and spirit comes through. We got the draw, but just a bit unlucky.
It's 2 weeks in a row now you've come from behind. Last week you got the win late on, and today you just got a draw, but that really shows the fighting spirit of the team. Are you proud of that as a manager? Or?
No, I am. Like I said, I love each and every one of these boys here in the team, but look, we always fight, but we always put ourselves in situations where we shouldn't be in. We deserve a lot better, but we scraped through for a hard win last week, and this week again got the draw, but Brimbank played well, and they honestly deserve to get the win.
Yeah, saying that, you got the draw, you're still getting points, and you're still in line for a top 4 berth. Do you think that's a realistic goal for you guys for the end of the season?
Look, we've still got the catch-up game against Richmond, but they're getting better as well now, and that's not an easy game too. The boys aren't going to take it easy for that one. Got Metro next week. I guess it all depends on next week. 6-point game, I guess, against Metro. Whatever happens next week will probably dictate who finishes in the top 4.
And last of all, Matty, the League Cup on Friday, you put up a really good effort against North Melbourne. Were you proud of your boys then? You played with no substitutes and just fought it to the end.
Absolutely. I think it was Tony Sarich, Tony, Frankie, Robbie. The boys all played well. They fought to the end, ran out of legs. Bit unlucky not to get the penalty at the end, but like I said, ball and spirit come through. That's all I can ask for.
Matty, pleasure talking to you. Unlucky tonight not to get the win. Thanks a lot. Good luck for the rest of the season.
Oh, Balwyn Statman just adding to the huge pile of froth that has been round 19. It isn't over yet. Micklin take on Fitzroy.
Yeah, it's going to be massive if we're desperate for points, and so are Micklin. So another big game coming up, Neil. They've been big all night.
What a night, froth on.